What makes a man strong? What separates uncontrolled fury from unwavering determination? Today, we'll use one of pop culture's most iconic characters, the Hulk, to better understand male aggression and how to control it. Aggressiveness was an essential tool in human evolution. Our ancestors needed it to hunt, defend their tribes, and ensure survival. This heritage is embedded in men's collective memory, which is why certain triggers can activate aggressive behavior patterns automatically. Biochemical and psychological triggers, such as hunger, sleep deprivation, alcohol, caffeine, and daily pressures, can awaken latent aggressive behaviors. But before we talk about control, we need to understand something essential. Aggression is not synonymous with sadness or irritability. In other words, the complexity of aggression goes far beyond the myth that it is a simple expression of sadness or a mere synonym for irritability. As we have seen, aggression can and should be channeled by real men to achieve goals that are inaccessible to most. In short, Hulk may be uncontrollable, but you don't have to be. Aggression can be channeled into positive achievements. The problem isn't aggression itself, but how it's directed. A fighter uses aggression to win a match. A businessman uses it to build an empire. Someone who doesn't understand their own aggression may end up exploding at family or colleagues for no apparent reason. Now let's talk about the neuroscience behind aggression. The region of the brain responsible for this behavior is the ventromedial hypothalamus, and the hormones that activate this area are testosterone and estrogen. But here's a surprise. Contrary to popular belief, testosterone is linked to self-control. Men with balanced testosterone levels tend to be more rational and focused. Estrogen, on the other hand, has a greater impact on impulsive aggression and irritability. Ancient wisdom already spoke about this. Proverbs 29:11 teaches us that a fool gives full vent to his anger, but a wise man keeps himself under control. Self-discipline is a fundamental trait of mature masculinity. Knowing when to act and when to hold back emotion is what separates the weak from the strong, the hyena from the lion. Great men in history understood this. Muhammad Ali, for example, channeled his aggression to become one of the greatest boxers of all time. He didn't fight with anger, but with strategy and intelligence. Now that we understand the problem, let's move on to practical solutions. To control your aggression positively, follow these tips. Reduce alcohol and caffeine intake. Add L-carnitine and omega-3 to your diet. Establish a regular sleep routine. Stop taking everything personally. Train your mind to focus on gratitude rather than negative rumination. It all starts with the premise of meaning that you attribute to the problem. If you understand, a priori, that a traffic police officer cut you off in traffic because he wants to harm you, your irritability levels will follow this semantic premise. But if, on the contrary, you give this driver the benefit of the doubt, he may be late for a medical emergency, for example, your irritability will not even be triggered. Likewise, if you understand right away that your child's tantrum is motivated by his desire to irritate you, this premise will end up being confirmed in practice. On the other hand, if you start from the premise that the tantrum can be explained by factors endogenous to the child, hunger, sleep, frustration, you have a greater chance of controlling not only your anger, but also your child's. Comment below. What irritates you the most right now? And what's your strategy to avoid that irritation over the next 5 days? Writing about the problem, making it public, will create around it not only a sense of commitment to solving it, but also a therapeutic effect inherent in the very definition of the problem and its respective solution. Today, we explored the relationship between aggression and masculinity using Hulk as a reference. We talked about neuroscience, biology, religion, and real-life examples. Now you understand that controlling your aggression doesn't mean eliminating your strength, but using it to your advantage. If this video helped you, subscribe to the channel and like the video. And before you go, I have an extra challenge for you. Take the free masculinity test to discover your current level and where you can improve. The link is in the description.